I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto almost daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, $30,000 Bitcoin earlier today. Just like we talked about yesterday, the Bitcoin bulls had broke the midline, right? The mid-range. So the idea is if you break the mid-range, very high likelihood you head for range high. You've already broken this level, right? There's some resistance here at about 30,000. But as long as the bulls can hold this level, you're looking for a test of 31,000, potentially 31,800. Just like we've been talking about for weeks, the same plan that the Bitcoin bulls need to start by breaking 28,000, check it off. Then 31,800, major resistance. If it's broken, then you're looking for a run up here, $36,000 Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin working higher in the same range it's been in for months and months and months. Now, we talked about this rising broadening wedge. We said there was definitely room for a move higher. Didn't get the pullback worth a higher low. So again, impulsive move higher for Bitcoin, and you've got overhead resistance and this trend line just above. So big test for the bulls is here. If you were to get a pullback, you just want to see 29,000, 28,800 hold for another impulsive move to the upside. There's a lot of bullish news happening coming out with the Bitcoin spot ETFs. People are getting excited. People are buying Bitcoin, right? We talked about Bitcoin dominance, and we'll go back into that in just a second. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. The Leverage Trading Group, constantly killing it. 436% out of Loom, 182%, 141, 137. This is follow the leader. You want to know when your entry is, when you're taking profits, when you're potentially closing the trade, constant updates. We do live screen shares, follow the leader. Right now, the biggest savings ever off of the leverage group. You can go to cryptorev.net, put in leverage 100, save $100 off 6 months. Leverage 200, you'll save $200 off 13 months. Pays for itself quickly. Now, if you want to trade spot, again, huge savings, 46% here out of BLZ. STX gave us 35%. SOL, Solana, we nailed for 16%. You can email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com if you have any questions, and we'll get you in the group immediately. Just in, pro-Bitcoin U.S. Congressman Tom Emmer is seeking nomination to become Speaker of the House. Pro-Bitcoin. Speaker of the House, that's what we need. Tether, USDT is going to publish its reserve data in real time in 2024. There's always been constant Tether FUD, just over and over and over. It's just been an ongoing thing. It's like China banning Bitcoin, right? Just always happens. But Tether now has a $3.3 billion excess in reserves at the end of the second quarter. And so this is huge. This is the largest stablecoin period. And now they're going to publish the reserve data in real time. So again, USDT has been the stablecoin to use. I want to make sure you guys set up your trading station, your workstation, where you've got a lot of ideas. Number one, you got whiteboards. So, you know, treat this like a business and you will make a ton of money, period. Right? You want to know what coins you're watching, what, you know, obviously multiple tabs open, chart these coins, goes without saying. This person's got a Rockstar energy drink. He's ready to freaking trade some crypto. Multiple screens. That's a big help, man. When you're using Bitcoin to give you a lot of ideas on these altcoins, Bitcoin is a very good indicator of when to open your altcoin positions. I use Bitcoin as a guide, but again, all kinds of, you know, chart patterns. So get organized, treat this like a business, and you will make a ton of money in this market. There's so much information coming at you every single day. You coins with news, write the news, write the date, mainnet launch, testnet launch, airdrops, right? Any type of coin redenomination, right? These are huge events. We'll play midterm holds on the channel, group or no group. We'll make a ton of money, period. Bitcoin dominance is breaking out. So we talked about this trading range right here. I mean, this was this was from 2021, right? You had to break out of that range. And now Bitcoin dominance after a bullish retest, this is a very bullish chart. Bitcoin dominance moving higher. I mean, you could see 58% out of Bitcoin dominance, right? A lot of these altcoins on the weekly, Bitcoin SV was up 64%. Ethereum only up 4.5%. Solana 25%. STX, which we nailed. There's a lot of coins to keep an eye on, but the most important thing is Bitcoin will outperform most of the market if Bitcoin dominance starts pumping, right? And so all that news that we've talked about, Bitcoin ETF gets approved or any super positive data and information comes out in the market, like the market will pump. And people, if it's Bitcoin related, obviously they're going to FOMO into Bitcoin. Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal, he voices confidence in an imminent approval of a Bitcoin spot ETF. Coinbase is pumped over it too. I mean, the court ruled in favor of Grayscale's ETF bid. ETFs are going to be coming online soon enough, he stated. There's a lot to be excited about in crypto, and he's right. The market is about to flip. You've got, regardless, spot Bitcoin ETF, whenever it happens, it happens. But you've got the Bitcoin halving, right? The whales know exactly how to play this market so that they achieve the maximum profits in Bitcoin. And then they take the Bitcoin profits and they roll them over to the altcoins, right? And then you get the altcoin seasons and the altcoins take off. $84 billion exits JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup in 3 months as depositors take flight. So what I did was I bought United States treasuries, a bunch of them, T-bills, short-term T-bills, and then stagger them. Like, so you got money freeing up every quarter or every 2 months or every month, right? So a lot, because it's paying like 5.5% on a short-term T-bill or treasury bond. You're basically buying United States debt. And so that's the safe play. I want to be diversified. You know, the goal in life is to build wealth. You can't go all in crypto, right? Now, are there people that are successful all in crypto? Sure. But a lot of people take huge losses. And so spreading your money out is definitely highly recommended. These banks, they're not paying what short-term treasury bonds or T-bills are paying. And so people are pulling their money out of these banks. And so looks like a bank run, but they're just putting in, the government's paying ridiculous rates. $106 billion added to US debt, which then gets sold to the public as treasury bonds. And so Rockefeller Capital CEO issues a warning to investors. He says, after crossing the $33 trillion mark on September the 15th, outstanding US debt is now $33.6 trillion. That's an increase of about $17.7 billion per day. On the current trajectory, interest payments on the federal budget will exceed military expenditures by 2027. If we see a recession, you could see a double-digit deficit as percentage of the federal budget, and we're just headed in the wrong direction. And so the idea here is, even though Bitcoin is a high-risk asset, you've got to be in assets that outpace inflation. And the United States, they're just borrowing endless amounts of money. And their fix is they just print more. And what does that do to inflation? It just dilutes the dollar, dilutes the money supply. It drops the value of the dollar. The most important thing is, like, things are not going well on a financial level for the United States. And when is this all going to fall apart? And what part will Bitcoin play? You know, are people going to put a lot of money in Bitcoin more than normal? I mean, just with the Bitcoin spot ETFs in itself, like, this is a once in a lifetime type opportunity that's coming in crypto. And a lot of people realize it, right? Crypto, Bitcoin and crypto are on the radar for more people than ever before, period. Now, if we go to the stock market, and this is the ES1. So this is the S&P E-mini futures. So after this lower high, which is a downtrend, right? So you got your high, your low, your lower high. You put in a lower low, it's confirmed. But the point is, S&P E-mini futures is getting wrecked. And what's Bitcoin doing, right? Bitcoin is pumping. You want Bitcoin to break any correlation with the stock market, which apparently is happening. With the S&P stocks are down and Bitcoin is up. A whale is moving a large stash of Ethereum to Kraken. Prices are bullish and unmoved, but an Ethereum whale has been selling on Kraken. It's not necessarily clear if he sold his whole stash, but he withdrew 10 million in USDT. He might be interested in buying Bitcoin, right? Right now, Ethereum is not, I mean, just like we talked about back here, Ethereum is up 4.45% in a week, Bitcoin up 11%, right? So possibly the whale is buying Bitcoin, which completely makes sense because Bitcoin dominance is breaking out higher. Like as long as it holds this level, Bitcoin will outperform most of the altcoins, 95% of them, right? So you got to be in the special altcoins if you want to make a ton of money, and we will help you in the trading group. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.